Good morning, guys. Able to hear me? Voice is clear. Voice is clear. In fact, um, yesterday I actually saw, I don't want to name the institute, a growing institute, which shamelessly had a poster saying IAS coaching from sixth class. Kerala में institute है ये. I was like, IAS coaching from sixth class. मैं सोचा ठीक है फिर जब सिक्स्थ तक आ ही गए हैं तो व्हाई नॉट. इनफैक्ट अश्मित ने क्या गलती किया? Why discrimination against Ashmit? Ashmit is the principal of the institute. He will be the main faculty. Okay, guys. See, this is your faculty, Ranganath and Aswin Kondala. On a serious note, guys, from today is your, you could say, the climax of your prelims. Your prelims is going to start, guys. Sunday ko hai. आज से थोड़ा ठंडक बढ़ाओ. Cool down a little bit. Okay, now, guys, today we will have only 1 hour class. We don't need to do MCQs today because I have 1 o'clock. I mean 9 o'clock. I have to rush somewhere. So I have a class. We don't. No, no, no. It is not Parayana. It is an institute which leads everybody. He was a 16th century Sufi Muslim poet born in UP. Rakshan was his pen name in Hindi. In his early years, he became a follower of Sri Krishna and learned the religion from Goswami Vithalnath. And his poetry is in the form of Doha, Padwali, and Savaya. He was Syed Ibrahim Khan, Tulsi Das, Kabir Das, Ramananda. Good morning, Bob. Answer is A. Syed Ibrahim Khan, also called Rakshan. In the 16th century, he was a Sufi Muslim born either in Amroha or Hardoi. We don't know exactly where he was born. And Rakshan was actually his pen name. Rakshan was actually his pen name. And in his early years, he became a follower of Sri Krishna and learned the religion from Goswami Vithalnath and spent his life in poetry in the form of Doha, Padwali, and Savaya. Rakshan's Khariboli writings are, in fact, actually numerous. And Rakshan's Khariboli writings are numerous. The five most important being the Sujana Rakshana, Prema Vatika, Danalila, Astayama, and the collection of padas or rhymed couplets. Okay. Now, with reference to Mirabai, consider the following statements. Mirabai was a Rajput princess from Merta in Marwar. She was a devout follower of Lord Krishna. According to some traditions, her preceptor was Kabir Das. Which of the following statements these are correct? नहीं सृष्टि आज ये मिलेगा आज मुगल का पूरा मिलेगा. Yes, Sandeep. I suggest people from today to धीरे धीरे cool down, guys. ठंडक बनाओ अपनी preparation में, okay? And don't stress yourself for too much. अब देखिए, whatever you had to do, you did. Whatever you had to do, you did. It's time for you to just write the exam. Answer is A. Miratai was a Rajput princess from Mehta in Marwar. Tai was a very devout follower of Tauji, and according to some traditions, Padmavat. Malik Muhammad Jazzy wrote Padmavat, and answer is actually D. One, two, three. He was two. Yes. He was patronized by Sher Shah Suri and his ally Humayun, among others. Jagat Dev, who ruled over present-day Bhojpur and Ghazipur, some 1,200 kilometers. So, Jayasingh wrote Padmavat as an epic poem in 1540, and he wrote about this in Awadhi language and originally in Persian Nastaliq style of writing. Nastaliq script. Nastaliq style of writing. Yeah. Consider the following statements regarding the Counterterrorism Committee of UN Security Council. It was established by Security Council Resolution 1373, adopted unanimously in the wake of 9/11 terror attacks in the US. It aims at enhancing the legal and institutional ability of countries to counter terrorist activities at home and around the world. Which of the following statements above is or are correct? Sandeep, today I will not be available till 3 o'clock. I'm going to a place where the phones don't work. I'm going to a place where actually phones do not work. Counterterrorism Committee of United Security Council was actually established by Resolution 1373, and it was actually adopted unanimously. It was actually created unanimously. It was created unanimously in the wake of 9/11 terror attacks in the US. It aims at enhancing the legal and institutional abilities of countries to counter terrorist activities at home and around the world. चलेगा आवाज संदीप कोई भी नो प्रॉब्लम यू कैन कॉल मी Now, next Global Investment Trend Monitor Report 2022 is released by World Economic Forum, UNCTAD, WTO, and IMF. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm terribly sorry. I got distracted. That post has gone viral. So, like, he just went crazy nuts. The Tiny Tots IAS Academy. I never thought I'll have such great potential to start India's #1 institute, Baby Krachi. Okay, I'm so sorry. Emission gap. Someone of the others is pinging me saying, "Sir, admission है ना मेरे बच्चे का." Seriously, they're saying. Emission gap report 2022 is released by UNEP, IUCN, WEF, and WMO. Tiny Tots. Emission gap report is actually released by UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. It provides overview of emission gap, the difference between where the greenhouse emissions are predicted to be in 2030 and where they should be to avert worst impacts of climate change. In fact, look, mm, this is my point of view. ना अब तो लगता है climate change is reality, guys. सत्यवचन है climate change. Because honestly, entire summer went off for us. We probably had sun for maybe what 2 weeks. Hyderabad, mein, we actually had hot summer only for 2 weeks. We did not have any summer at all. All we had were rains, rains, and rains. I mean, I've never seen in my so many years of life on this planet, I've never seen a climate like this. I've been on this planet for quite some time now. Consider the following facts. It is an ancient Hindu festival. It is dedicated to the solar deity Surya and Shashti Dev. It is also known as Pratihar and Surya Shashti. The above given facts refer to which one of the following festivals? So, Sandeep, you mean we'll have more number of mains papers? Mains paper is generally like an earthquake anyway. Surya Shashti. Surya Shashti, Surya Shashti. It's Chhat Puja. छठ पूजा, छठ पूजा, बिहार वाले हैं बहुत देर कर दिए. सौरभ वर्मा, ऋतुश्री महंता. You should know Chhat Puja. Chhat Puja is like the holiest festival in um, Bihar Bengal section. No, but Chhat Puja is like the ancient Hindu festival dedicated to Surya and Shashti Dev and thanking them for the bestowing life. It's more like a Thanksgiving festival. Part where women fast for well-being of their sons and happiness of their families. Chhat Puja is also known as Pratihar Dala Chhat, Chhatti and Surya Shashti. Oh yes, this is. It is like the Dashara, Diwali, Holi, Janmashtami, and Ram Navami put together in Bihar. हाँ वही सृष्टि यहाँ पे भी बस से खाली मई में था समर. बाकी I did not even see summer this time. Primarily, it is observed in the states of Bihar, Jharkhand, and UP. The festival period is basically for sun god 4 days exactly 4 दिन. Consider the following statements about Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was one of the main leaders of the Kheda Satyagraha and Bardoli Satyagraha. He was appointed as the 49th President of the Indian National Congress. For his commitment to national integration, he is also known as Iron Man of India. Which of the following statements above is or are correct? Patel, Vallabhbhai Patel, he was actually a leader in the Kheda Satyagraha, yes, and Bardoli Satyagraha. It was actually the woman of Bardoli who gave him the title Sardar. It was the woman of Bardoli who gave him the title Sardar. He was appointed as the 49th President of the Indian National Congress, and he was also, for his commitment to India's integration, is also called the Iron Man of India. Those who don't like him also call him Bismarck of India, or those who are critical about him also call him Bismarck of India. Like his enemies also give him a better critic than his friends. Vallabhbhai Jawaharlal Patel, popularly known as Sardar, was the first deputy prime minister. He was one of the main leaders of खेड़ा and बारदोली. एक चीज बता देता हूँ, ये बारदोली है ना, it was in Bardoli that he actually suggested the milk producers and milk farmers of Anand region to form a union for themselves and see if they can do business independently like a farmers cooperative movement. That is what eventually developed as Amul, Anand Milk Union Limited. Yes, he was the 49th president of Indian National Congress. Vamana Bardoli gave him the title Sardar. He was appointed as the 49th president of INC, organizing the party elections in 1934 and 1937 while promoting Quit India movement. For his commitment to national integration, is also commonly known as the Iron Man of India. He is remembered as the patron saint of India's civil servant because he actually insisted on civil services being consistently part of India's story. The Statue of Unity, the world's largest statue, was actually declared on his name on the 31st of October 2018, 182 meters. He was a major driving force of the industrial policy of 1948. Industrial Policy Resolution 1948. He headed the following committees in Constituent Assembly: Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, Minority Committee, Tribal Affairs, Tribal Excluded Areas Committee. Also in 2014, Government of India began to celebrate Vallabhbhai Patel's birthday, 31st October, as National Unity Day, which also happens to be my birthday. So helps me remember it so easily. World Energy Outlook 2022 is released by which of the following? I have WEF, IMF, IEA, IRENA. World Economic Outlook, World Energy Outlook. It's actually given by International Energy Agency annually. IEA. International Energy Agency releases this report annually. It presents a detailed projection of the energy demands, where we stand, the production, energy production, trade and investment, fuel by fuel, and region by region. IEA was established in 1974 as per the framework of OECD. It's an autonomous intergovernmental organization which aims to ensure reliable, affordable, and clean energy for its members countries and beyond. Very important institution. Global Climate Observing System conference was hosted by IOCN, UNEP, WMO, none of the above. It is actually given by EUMETSAT, exploitation of meteorological satellites. It is hosted by GCOS was hosted by EU MetSat. The Global Climate Observation System was established in 1992 as an outcome of the second World Climate Conference, mainly to ensure, the main intention, the final intention, the final aim is to ensure that observations and information needed to address the issues or climate related issues or climate challenges are actually properly observed. Okay, made available to all potential users. It's basically a type of, you can say, cooperation council, particularly in terms of climate and weather. Rank one, I was sitting and counting yesterday. Rank one has, as of now, been claimed by 16 institutes across the country. There is one institute almost in the edges of Kerala, comes near to Lakshadweep. They also claim that rank one studied there. So 12 is like nothing. 2 to 3 institutes is like easy stuff. In fact, rank one girl only was born in Secunderabad. Her entire life was in Delhi. यहाँ पे every Tom, Dick, Harry, Lallan, Pullan वाला चिल्लर पुल्लर institute is claiming her to be their student. हैदराबाद में. मतलब except the 2 3 big institutes, everybody is claiming. Protection of monuments and places and objects of national importance is a provision made in the preamble of the Constitution, directive principles of state policy, fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Percy, I'll tell you one thing. I really want students to clear this exam because ये भी एक experience है where one fine day you suddenly go on to Facebook and you realize मैं अंडमान कब गई थी पढ़ने के लिए या मैं अंडमान कब गया था पढ़ने के लिए, and then you know that you actually studied in Andaman Nicobar Islands because you are a ranker. Some Port Blair specialist coaching center is actually claiming that you studied there. गर्व की बात है यार. That's also an experience. DPSP, protection of monuments is a DPSP, no? Protection of monuments is a DPSP case. Article 49 of the Indian Constitution deals with protection of monuments and places of national importance. Anangtal Lake declared a monument of national importance. Basically, it is that in that context that this actually topic came, and it dates back to 1060. Anangtal is situated north of Jogmaya Temple, approximately 500 meters of northwest of Qutub Minar complex, and under the Amasar Act 1958, it is given the status of archaeological monument. And the central government is authorized to maintain, protect, and promote monuments. Consider the following statements about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was a disciple of Keshava Bharati, and he preached Vaishnavism in Bengal and Odisha. He was the first to introduce kirtans in Bhakti movement. Which of the following statements these are correct? नहीं होता. Trust me, most toppers enjoy fake popularity. क्योंकि see, I'll tell you the reality. Your topper, your rank, vagera is all between May to August only. Once after August, you are nothing but a student in Labasna. You can't go to Labasna and say, I am rank one, I won't do horse riding. बहुत मारेंगे. The faculty से Labasna will say rank one होगा घर में. यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट है, स्टूडेंट की तरह पढ़ा रहा है बस. एंड देन उसके बाद उठा के डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर डाल देंगे. रैंक वन है तो क्या हुआ, कलेक्टर का काम तो करना ही है. This popularity, many do enjoy it. That's it. So the answer is D. Answer. You guys don't get carried away with all this. I mean, you need to be focusing exclusively on your prelims. Your prelims is very, very important. 3 बजे के बाद सौरभ, 3 बजे के बाद you can call me, no problem. And so answer is D. He was actually a Bhakti reformer from Bengal. He was born in Navadvip in Bengal. He was disciple of Keshav Bharati. And he preached Vaishnavism in Bengal and Odisha. Puri became the main center of his activities. He was also the first to introduce Kirtans and Bhakti movement. Yes, evening 3 baje ke baad, in the form of Vaishnavism that he preached, came to be called as Gaudic Vaishnavism or Gaudiya Vaishnavism. He actually introduced Gaudiya Vaishnavism. The term wash strategy was in news recently is related to. What is wash related to? It is related to healthcare, hygiene. WHO and UNICEF launched it. WHO and UNICEF launched it. Nobody studied it. I know. WASH. It's a program for water, sanitation, and hygiene. That's why WASH. And links between WASH and infection protection and infection prevention and control. IPC. Infection prevention and control. Now, nearly 4 billion people are at the risk of lack of hygiene. 50% of health facilities in the world, they lack basic hygiene healthcare facilities. Now, the achieving universal access to water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities requires very strong political will, political leadership. Universal basic wash services could be achieved in at least 46 developed countries by the least developed countries in 2030 for less than $10 billion. With reference to Manipuri Sankirtana culture, the following. It's a song and dance performance. Cymbals are the only musical instruments used in the performance. It is performed to narrate the life and deeds of Lord Krishna. Which of the following statements above is or are correct? Good morning, Ramya. It is a PYQ, yes. Sandeep, yes. Most probably, yes. क्योंकि इतना तो इसका इस्तेमाल करते ऑलरेडी गंदा हो चुका है. Sooner or later it will go vanished anyway. No. Answer is B. Statement 1 and 3. Sankirtana performers narrate the lives and deeds of Lord Krishna through ritual singing, drumming, dancing in Manipur. And since drums are also used, statement 2 is actually incorrect. Not just cymbals, but drums are also equally used in Manipuri. The term Crimac is sometimes seen in news in the context of indigenous satellite navigation systems, security of national highways, information sharing among law enforcement agencies, new technology adopted during IPL. Crimax, CRIMAC. It is actually C. It was CRIMAC is the central government's online platform meant to share information, coordinate action among law enforcement agencies. Basically, yes. You know this Central Police Command model, the CPC model. I don't know if you know this, but there was actually one attempt by the previous Congress government, UP also, of having a Central Police Command. उसी टाइप का है ये, but this is more about information sharing on serious criminal incidents, including human trafficking. Several states have not updated reported zero alerts on the climax as of now. As of now, many states have not yet started to cooperate because there was political unwill to cooperate. Mainly, CRIMAC is actually run by NCR, the National Crime Records Bureau. Consider the following statements about Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO. It's an intergovernmental military alliance. Currently, CSTO members are Armenia, Belarus, Ukraine, Poland, Russian Federation, and Tajikistan. The headquarters of CSTO is actually located in the Russian capital of Moscow. Which of the following statements above either are correct? 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. CSTO, Collective Security Treaty Organization. Answer is B. It's actually an intergovernmental organization, and CSTO is an military alliance, actually. Came into effect in 2002. It is, in a way, the origin of CSTO can be seen in the 1992 Tashkent Collective Security Treaty. The headquarters is located in the Russian capital of Moscow. The objectives of CSTO is to strengthen peace, international regional security, including cybersecurity and stability, protection on collective basis, and independence. So, CSTO Mainly, you will see the members of CIS, Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Russian Federation and Tajikistan. Okay, now consider the following statements. Official language of Indian state is confined to language listed in 8th schedule of the Constitution. The Constitution specifies the official language of different states. Which of the following statements these are all incorrect? एक तो official language of Indian states both 1 and 2 are incorrect because Indian states are actually not confined to selecting or restricting the official languages. एक तो वो है. See, because there are states, particularly say in Northeast, which select languages like English, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, which have English, not mentioned in the 8th schedule. English is not mentioned in, not part of the 8th schedule, no. English is not part of it. Similarly, Goa has adopted Marathi in addition to Konkani. So again, not part of the 8th schedule. Also, the choice of the state is not limited to the languages enumerated in the 8th schedule, including Hindi. It is not necessary that states must adopt Hindi as their official language. The union government only is mentioned as Hindi and English. Only for union government they have Hindi and English. Okay. Now, what is or are consequences of a country becoming the member of nuclear suppliers group? It will have access to latest and most efficient nuclear technologies. It automatically becomes a member of the Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons (NPT). Which of the following statements above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. सरकार का क्या है, कुछ भी कर देगी क्योंकि इट्स नॉट गवर्नमेंट मनी, नो, इट्स पीपल्स मनी. Government can do whatever they want. Answer is A. Now, being part of the NSG will have obviously access to um, latest and most efficient nuclear technologies. However, remember one thing, that to be part of NSG, you must have been a member of NPT, not the other way around. You don't become part of NPT if you are part of NSG. It's not the other way around. Answer is nuclear suppliers group is a group of nuclear countries that contribute and that seeks to contribute with each other in terms of nuclear supply and nuclear support, development of nuclear technology, but obviously with cooperation. So the intention is not to compete, but rather with cooperate with each other. Strictly, the intention is to cooperate only. You can only be part of NSG if you are signatory of NPT. Now, currently, we are not part of NSG because we are not a signatory of NPT. We have not signed the Nuclear Proliferation Treaty. That's why we are not part of the Nuclear Suppliers Group. It's a simple logic. Yes, reciprocal is correct. Consider the following. Nuakhai is an annual harvest festival. It is mainly celebrated in Gujarat. Which are the following statements? These are correct. Nuakhai. It's actually a festival mainly observed in Odisha, not in Gujarat. Nua means new, Khai means food. Basically, the festival Nuakhai is celebrated with the farmers. It's more like a harvest festival. Harvest festival is on this day, Odissi people, even those living far off lands, return to their native places to be actually part of the celebration. Yes, yes. Which Indian state is surrounded by Bangladesh on three sides? Which Indian state is surrounded by Bangladesh on three sides? West Bengal, Assam, Mizoram, Tripura. West Bengal, Assam, Mizoram, Tripura. Today, guys, today we will not have Viceroys class. Tomorrow we will first finish our Viceroys at 8 a.m. Then, Khatam ho jayega. Viceroys, not much is left. We've done Curzon. After Curzon, it's all well-known story. Problem comes is still Curzon only. Okay. Tripura. It is actually Tripura. Remember, Tripura say he, the Tipra land demand is also coming now. Tipra land demand is also coming from Tripura only. Tipra land. World Social Protection Report is released by which of the following? World Economic Forum, ILO, UNDP, Amnesty International. World Social Protection Report. Answer is B. International ILO. Recently released the World Social Protection Report. It actually was released in, I think, uh, September 2022. No access. I mean, basically, it understood that no access to social protection. Almost 53% of the population of the world actually had no social protection, particularly majority in Asia Pacific. In India, over 76% of labor, working class labor, did not have social protections at all. Bangladesh has higher than India. World average is 12.9%, while India is just 8%, 8.6%. India's social security spending actually is less than 5% of its GDP. Now, what are social security spending? It's more like unemployment benefit, medical care, health care, food protection. India does nothing. Consider the following statements about the Mathan Sun Temple. It was built by the third ruler of Karkota dynasty. It was destroyed by Mahmud of Ghazni. Which of the following statements about is or are correct? नहीं उसके बाद नहीं देना चाहते ना संदीप. We've tried. Neither Bangladesh wants to give us nor Sikkim nor Bhutan. Martha Sun Temple, very important Sun Temple. It was built by Lalitaditya Muktipada. Lalitaditya Muktipada. Martha Sun Temple. and it is a best example of the Kashmiri architecture. Lalitaditya Muktipada is as the third ruler of the Karkoda dynasty. The temple was actually destroyed by Sikandar Shah Miri in 14th century. Ruins are now part of a site of national importance under Archaeological Survey of India. Lalitaditya Muktipada is well-known leader of the Kashmir, Lelwan king. He is considered the great conqueror of Kashmir, Samudragupta of Kashmir. He is detailedly mentioned in Rajatarangini by Kalhana. Consider the following statements regarding Indus Valley. The bronze statues were made using lost wax technique. The best example of this statue is of a girl popularly titled Dancing Girl, which was found in Harappa. Which of the following statements is or are correct? I knew people will do mistake. Dancing Girl found in Mohenjo-daro, not Harappa. Dancing Girl statue was found in Mohenjo-daro. The first requirement in answering prelims question is actually reading the option fully. It's made of bronze girl only. It's a bronze statue only. But in Mohenjo-daro. That is Mohenjo-daro. Okay. Now, which of the following statements about Alfonso de Albuquerque are incorrect? He became a Portuguese governor in India in 1509. He captured Goa from the ruler of Ahmednagar in 1511. He persecuted Muslims and prohibited his countrymen from taking Indian women as wives. He conquered the island of Ormuz in the Persian Gulf in 1515. He died in 1520, leaving the Portuguese as the strongest naval power in Indian Ocean. Choose the correct answers from the quotes given below. Portuguese. Alfonso de Albuquerque. Answer is D D D D D. Yes. Yes. Which of the following places never had a Portuguese settlement or trading stations? Calicut, Broch, Cochin, Kannur, Mahe. Portuguese never had a base in Broch, Barukacha, and Mahe. Mahe is French, no? Mahe is French. Which were the two places acquired by Portuguese governor Nino de Cunha from Bahadur Shah of Gujarat? Bombay, Diu, Chaul, Bassein, Salsette. Mahe was French, yes. That's why it is not occupied by Portuguese. Never under Portuguese control. Never. Answer is C. Diu and Vasai. Diu and Vasai. Nino Dokuna occupied it. Okay, match the following list 1 and list 2. Select the correct answers from the codes given below. Alfonso de Albuquerque, Nino Dokuna, Martin Alfonso, Francisco de Almeida. First Portuguese governor of India, second Portuguese governor of India, Portuguese governor who transferred the quarters in India from Cochin to Goa, Portuguese governor who accompanied the Jesuit priest Francis Xavier to India. Match the following 1A, 2D, 3B, 4C, and so on and so forth. Answer. You should be able to answer quite easily because the answer is B. Based on guess. Maybe. Pass the following, no. Pass the following. Francisco Almeida, first one. Alvaro Albuquerque, second one. Francisco de Almeida, first Portuguese governor. Yes, answer is B. Now, which code gives the correct pairing of the following list? This is actually a previous year question. 1498, 1500, 1503, 1505. Arrival of Cabral, arrival of Gama, arrival of Almeida, arrival of Albuquerque. Answer is D. Pernica Vera, you're right. D. Vasco da Gama, 1498. You must be confused between B and C, aren't they? Almeida came first and Albuquerque came second. No, that's why D. Cabral Alvarez did not come before, came before 1490, not in 1498. Arrange the following Portuguese governors in chronological order. This previous year question, there is no way most of you will answer. Garcia de Norona, Dom de Castro, Nino de Cuna, Martin de Souza. Badasa scheme. Answer is A actually. Nino de Cuna is the most known. I mean, that's the only way you can guess it. Nino de Cuna. Yeah. That's the only way you can guess it because others you don't even read in your proper preparation in the first place. Which were the Portuguese settlements that were captured by Marathas in 1739? Salsette, Vasai, Bombay, and Chaul. Areas which Portuguese captured. Answer is A. Most of you are right. A. Salsette and Vasai, 1739. Who was General Ognier? First Englishman to arrive in India, first Governor General of Bombay and responsible for its rise into prominence, first President of Council of Surat, first President of Council of Madras. Previously a question. CAPF, Armed Forces. Conducted by UPSC. CAPF का previously a question है ये. He was actually the first governor of Bombay and responsible for its rise into prominence. First governor of Bombay, General Ongier. Who established a factory at Sutanoti in 1690? This is very easy. Fact question, straight to the point. Job Charnock. He bought three villages, no? Kalikata, Sutanuddin, Govindapur, and he eventually converted them into Calcutta. What was the first English ship that came to India? This I tell multiple times in my class. It's a factual question, previous year question. I've told this in the class. Red Dragon. Red Dragon, Red Dragon. Red Dragon was the first ship which actually came to India. Man, class में कहता हूँ ये. Red Dragon. The Persian ruler who besieged Kandahar in Jahangir's reign was Shah Muhammad, Shah Abbas, Shah Raza, Shah Parvez. Basically, this is where Jahangir actually lost Kabul permanently once and for all. शाह मोहम्मद शाह अब्बास के पीरियड में शाह अब्बास के पीरियड में Kabul was lost permanently to Persians. Kabul was lost permanently to Persians. Which of the following branches of army has wholly state paid? Infantry, cavalry, elephantry, artillery. Infantry, cavalry, not artillery, sorry, infantry. Infantry was the first army unit to be paid completely wholly by the state. Infantry, not artillery, infantry. Who was in charge of Pargana? Amin, Patidar, Shikdar, Kanungo. I posted the topics, some of them important, on Telegram yesterday in my Telegram group. Plus students, I posted there. Answer is C. Shigdar. Okay, in charge of Pargana, Shigdarin. The range of mansabs as organized by Akbar varied between 10 to 5,000, 10 to 7,000, 10 to 10,000, 100 to 5,000. ये मैं class में बोल चुका हूँ. This I told in the class. It's mentioned in one of the slides of the core class. Answer is Akbar period. It was 10,000 up to 10,000. However, the highest rank was given 7,000 to Raja Bharmal. Okay. Last question for the day. New technique of painting known as Siyahi Kalam became fashionable during the reign of Akbar, Aurangzeb, Jahangir, Shah Jahan. Siyahi Kalam. It actually became very popular during the period of Shah Jahan. Siyahi Kalam is pencil sketches. Pencil sketches. Ye bhi in the painting class, I keep telling multiple times. Okay. Guys, having said that, for today, I have to rush somewhere. It's already crossed 9 o'clock. Let us meet tomorrow in the morning. Tomorrow, if need be, we'll do a little extra class, no issues. I don't have anything to do. Kal will go a longer period. We'll finish off the MCQs and the Viceroys tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, guys. You have a nice day. Bye bye. All the best.